Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
To the air, it's Aller. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Under fire. Makes the grab on the shuffle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example.
Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. That's reeled in. It's Allen. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw. It's Aller. He's got the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Allard. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
29 Philly.
They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now, maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Allard. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And here they come almost all the way back.
And the pass passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Flips it out to the back. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. They run the reverse. At the 40, there he goes. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Turning it on! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Allard. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. That's caught. It's Allen. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for two? From the gun, he'll try to throw. Checks it down to his running back. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Creates a little space. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Sayin. Using his feet to buy time. The throw. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Aller. With the catch, it's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Reynolds. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Allen. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Caught near the sticks, it's Allen. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And thank goodness for those new-age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now, over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And offensively, that is not ideal. That is not what you want. But you know what? Now you got a little bit more space. It's harder the closer you get in tight to the end zone. So now you got a little bit more space. Maybe you can make those throws out on the outside, spread them out a little.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They looked finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. They fail to get the 2, and the game remains tied. And what an opportunity blown, not just to kick the PAT. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
He steps out of bounds.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. If he runs this back, this game's over.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
All right, guys, so here we go.